Hi there Power Ranger fans, it's time for another Power Rangers Dino Supercharged toy review with me, Admin GoldKingRanger from the GoldKingRanger team. In this video we will be reviewing the Power Rangers Dino Supercharged, Ankylo Zord and Deinosuchus Zord. Wow, this is so cool. We got two more dinosaur vehicles, and the beauty of it is they are out at Toys R Us. Now, previously in the UK, we only had the limited edition versions of both these Zords, where we had the Deinosuchus Zord in black and the Ankylo Zord in yellow and green. And that unfortunately angered a lot of UK Power Ranger fans, but it seems now Bandai have listened to us, and now here they are. They're here in the UK. Well, I've seen this one at Toys R Us. This one is on the Toys R Us website, it's just not in stock yet. So that does safely mean that the Ankylo Zord is coming. So, yeah, which is excellent. Obviously, links in description below. But for now, let's get this show on the road, shall we? So, we have the Ankylo Zord, which is the Aqua Ranger's personal Zord, and the Deinosuchus Zord, which is the extra sort of auxiliary Zord that Bandai have created in toy form, but that we unfortunately didn't get in the series. But it's still amazing that we've got this amazing Zord. But let's start with the Dino Chargers themselves. So here we go. So here we go with the Ankylo Charger. So this is all the Ankylo Chargers that you get with the Zords in this series are all fossilized. Well, Zord vehicles that is. So let's have a butcher's, shall we? So here's the Ankylo Charger. Like that. And what we're going to do is insert it into the morpher. Like so. Ooh. There we go, excellent. And now we also have the T-Rex Supercharged Morpher right here. So what we're going to do is insert it into the T-Rex Supercharged Morpher and see what we get. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm just trying to put it in. It's not tricky. It's not easy, you know. There we go. I think it's supposed to sound like it's hammer smash.
Monster extinct.
There we go. Okay. Take that out. Now, we have the Dino X Armor Charger, or the Deinosuchus, as it says on the back. I will show you Ankylosaurus on the back as well. There we go. So, let's have an insert. Ooh. So let's insert the Dino X Armor Charger, which is right here, in fossilized form. So if we press it, there we go, and we insert it into the morpher like so.
Dino Armor X Charger, engage, energize.
Oh.
Unleash the power. Deinosuchus.
Ooh, take that out. And we're just going to insert it into the T-Rex Supercharged Morpher 2. Ooh.
Dino Armor X Charger, engage. Monster extinct.
I'm not quite sure what that sound was meant to be. I'm guessing it was supposed to be... Oh, hold on. Shut up, Morpher. Right, turn that off now for a minute. Right. And literally shut your mouth. I love Rexy, really, but there you go. So there's that. So let's have a look at the Zords themselves. So as you probably noticed, I've flipped up the tail because we need it like that momentarily. Now, Ankylo Zord is the Aqua Ranger's personal Zord, and it's a pretty cool Zord. I like all the spikes and its battle feature, which we'll go to see in a moment. It has a nice, like, this sort of silvery grey for the spikes and the front of the face. Some paintwork in the red in the eyes, as you can see. Obviously the mouth here opens to allow the Dino Charger to go in there. At the bottom is the feature to let the Dino Charger come in and out. Then there's the fist for the Megazord, and so on. So the battle feature is you insert the Dino Charger into the mouth and it does this. And for God's sake, mind your finger back there, because it's it's going to get hit. So yes, I'll show you again. So you put the to take chargers out, just push that on the bottom and it's ready to come out. But then what we do is we push the charger in and it's Ankylo hammer time. No, so yes, that's the battle feature of the Ankylo Zord, is it does the hammer, which is pretty cool. Now the Deinosuchus, which is a Zord that's only in toy form, which is pretty cool though. I do love the Deinosuchus Zord because it's pretty amazing, and I love it's a nice orange colour, and you know, it's a fossilised crocodile for goodness sake. Now the cool thing that this thing can do is if you roll it on the ground, it can open and shut its mouth, but that's because of the wheel at the bottom that enables the mouth to open and shut inside, which is pretty cool. So it's got some nice green eye and nice silver and black, orange and yellow wheels at the bottom so it can move, and a peg hole here to combine with the Megazord, and so on. Now as for its battle feature, we're going to have to get the Dino Charger, open up, insert the charger into its mouth, and watch this. Yes, the back of the tail becomes like another mouthpiece. It's kind of like the Dino X Armor Charger, where you have two halves of a crocodile mouth, kind of. Well, two halves of the Deinosuchus mouth, and then you use them as a spinning drill weapon, which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, that can't be all of it. No, definitely not. Oh, and before I forget, to take the charger out, you just simply open the mouth and you can just pull it out like that. But that's not it, is it? Of course not, because these things are Zord builders, so they can combine with the Megazord. So let's get things set up, and we'll get a Megazord in here, and let's see how they combine with the Megazord. Cool stuff. Now here we have the Plesio Charge Megazord, which we have previously reviewed on the GoldKingRanger channel, so there will be links in the description if you wish to see that. But for now, let's see how we can combine these two onto the Megazord. Now, quite simple really. What we're going to do is we're going to take off the fist and the long neck part of this, and put it to the side. So I'm just going to put this fist to the back. It's a little tricky, unfortunately, because of the way Bandai built this thing. So if I put them like this instead, don't know how that's going to play, but that looks fine. I know it's not perfect, but there you go. Make sure that the Megazord face is visible. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do this one first, because this one is able to do in two halves, and then we'll do Ankylo Zord. So leave the Ankylo Zord there. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate the Zord like this. Make sure this piece comes out. Then you'll notice that there's pegs here, but not here. Well, they are, because you have to pull this down like this, and pegs will appear. But if you push them up like this, you've got peg holes in order for them to attach. But we want them as pegs like this. And you guessed it, yes, we're going to connect them to the arms of the Megazord here. Ooh, it's a little tricky, especially on this one, because you want to try and get them on without them going back into themselves. So, oh god. As I said, it's very tricky, so I'm just going to turn it to the side, just so you can see. So you push the pegs. Oh god. I am so sorry about this, guys. Oh god. Oh. Yes, this thing's a blinking nightmare. Don't worry, you'll find that out for yourselves when you get this Zord. There we go. You get there eventually. So here we go. So it's basically just like the Dino X armor charger, which is pretty cool. So it basically has its own version of the Dino X armor. So I can imagine if this thing was usable in the series, it would cause the Megazord to like be able to jump in the air, and it would be spinning towards you, and it'd be like doing digging holes underground and things like that, because that's what the Dino X armor charger did, which is awesome. Now what we're going to do is say goodbye to this piece, because it's a nightmare, because so sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Ankylo Zord and get ready to attach it. So what we're going to do is flip the legs down like this, and then flip the back legs like this, and then this is pretty much ready. And then what we're going to do is push this charger up so it's ready to insert into the Megazord arm like this. It'd help if you hold this piece up while you're pushing this on. There we go. There we go. So we have Plesio Charge Megazord Ankylo Deinosuchus formation, which is pretty cool. I like this. Now the cool thing obviously about this is the Ankylo Zord can also do this, where you can take the back off and you can insert it into the fist. So it can also be used as a shield hammer weapon, even though this was never done like this in the series. And also the cool thing is, if you have another Zord that can have this part taken off, for example the Tricerazord, you can take it off and put the drill here instead, which is pretty cool. So you can basically mix and match those parts, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's it for this review. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed watching this review just as I had much fun making it. Believe me, I've had a blast. A real dino blast. Sorry, bad habit. So, as always, be sure to be on the lookout for these Zords when they do come out. To find the Deinosuchus Zord, you're going to have to go to Toys R Us to get this one. Now, as for Ankylo Zord, if you go on the links in the description below, you can find the Ankylo Zord, and all you have to do is just get Toys R Us to notify you when they're in stock, which is excellent. So that's it, and thank you guys for watching, and see you all next time. Bye bye, Ranger fans. Da 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 da.